Shawty had bright brown eyes. She'll make a grown man cry. She looks like she came from heaven. You told her lies. How could you make her cry? You know he doesn't deserve you. I've seen you in my dreams. Oh, don't wake me from the sleep. My queen will be a king. You already know the deal, girl. He don't deserve you in his arms. He don't deserve you.
I'm exhausted, y'all. I know you're like, yo, it's your second podcast episode. How are you exhausted? Nobody knows what it's like to be a black man in America. We all have ideas of what it is, but when you're a black man in America that's trying to be a good man, boy, this world will fucking exhaust you. I don't get no respect from my fellow black men, fellow men, period. I don't get no respect from the one woman that we want the most respect from, which is our own black women. They've been toxified by this society due to the programming and the music, the bullshit ass fucking music that's out. For spoon-fed ideas that's counterproductive to their own survival. Don't even fucking realize it. Spoon-fed predatory shit, both on both sides. And the same people calling us super predators is the ones who gave us the damn culture. So when you're a black man just trying to be a good soul, it's fucking exhausting. You go into these corporate boardrooms, go into these corporate jobs, just trying to do what you need to do to survive, do what you need to do for your family. You get fucking bullshit no matter what you do from people who look like you and don't look like you. Constantly questioning your credentials as to why you're there. And even if I did get a little fucking nepotism, it's a problem because I'm in this skin bag. Because that's all the shit it is. It's just some random bunch of genetics that just got pulled together and made a brown person. Like, when are we gonna wake the fuck up, bro? As men, as black people. Men don't support other men no matter what color they are. But especially if you're a black man, you gotta worry about disrespect from black men that could possibly end your life. Disrespect from white men that could possibly end your life. Disrespect from black women that can possibly get your ass locked up. Child support, financial, killing. There's so much shit that I'm fucking exhausted about. And yeah, I know this is only my second podcast episode, but I'm fucking exhausted with the world. A whole bunch of energy vampires out here staring into fucking screens, looking for the next dopamine hit. If you don't got fucking status in this world, if you weren't born into the right situation, you ain't got room to make fucked up choices. And for me, I chose a lot of things that were not in my best interest. But after much self-reflection, you can't choose what family you're born into. At least not that I'm aware of. You can't choose what skin color you're born into. You can't choose your fucking gender that you're born into. Even though that's a new concept that, hey, you may not agree with me. You think that you can choose your gender. That's not scientific. And we need to trust the science. You know, a lot of choices that I made. How many of those choices were my own? Truthfully, my own. I was just following a programming. A lot of you are following a programming right now. You don't even fucking realize it. Ratchet black bitch programming. Racist white woman programming. Arrogant white man programming. No empathy programming. Pornography programming. Smoking weed, smoking drugs, drinking all day programming. It's crazy because if you take away skin color, you take away everything. There's a lot of similarities between white people, black people, and all these different other people that live in America. That it's the culture is detrimental. And that's really what I think most people are, including myself, when I say the choices that I made. A victim of culture. Culture, predominantly in America, is self-destructive. It's a death cult. So how can we race to the grave the fastest? Whether it's the food that we eat, whether it's the relationships that we keep, if you can call them relationships, because people only looking to talk to you based off of what they can get out of you. With no genuine connection. I'm not saying there's not people out there who are genuine, but I'm asking you as a listener to just look around. You know what I'm talking about. You feel it, you see it. And if you don't, then you're one of them. No empathy. Shit, no compassion. You can't even get to compassion if you don't have empathy, because compassion is empathy through action. And half motherfuckers ain't taking no action unless it's to lift up a bottle or a blunt or whatever other fucking new drug or fentanyl or heroin or whatever the fuck it is to disassociate themselves from this fucked up artificial reality that we're in. And when I say artificial, I'm not saying that the world is not real. I'm talking about this manufactured experiment that we're living in worldwide. This is not how humans are. This is not how humans are. Not caring for one another. We wouldn't even have made it. We wouldn't even have made it the couple 100,000 years that we have lived on this planet if we didn't have empathy and compassion for each other. So this new shit, I'm talking about when we were cavemen, we were running with the animals. We couldn't even have survived if we didn't look out for each other. We couldn't have survived if it wasn't for the man. Let's be real. We couldn't have survived if it wasn't for the woman in her feminine role and the man in his masculine role. Now, I'm not one of those people that believe in that alpha male, beta male. I understand that there's different things and different categories, and so I'm gonna speak about it in a way that everybody understands, right? Because everybody heard the buzzwords beta male, alpha male. There was none of that shit in the wild, bro. It was about us protecting each other. Those are terms that were made up. It's comical. It's all psychological warfare. You see a good man doing what he needs to do, being kind, that's a turnoff for modern psychology of Western women. Unless you're an asshole or you're a dick, which, trust me, I get bitches if I want to do that way. I could be an asshole, I could be a jerk like I was when I was younger and get laid. Plenty of mindless fucking sex out here. But when you actually just trying to be a good man, bitches don't respect that shit. They don't respect it. They can sit here and shout from the mountaintops, oh, I want a good guy. No, you don't. You want an asshole. You want Chris Brown. You want fucking someone with wealth. And I get it. We should all aspire for more. We should always, we should always try to be the best versions of ourselves. But I have a problem with our society where we want these things, but we're not being the people that are attracting these things to us. And so no one knows what it's like to be a black man in America when you're trying to be a good black man. If I was out here selling drugs, only being good enough to fuck, not actually have conversation, just like it was in slavery times, all I am is a fucking machine, or either I'm out in the field lifting some heavy shit. That's the way it is modern day for most niggas. That's how we're treated. Like, if we're not doing that, if we're not following that programming of acting hood, it's a problem. I get looks from white women, whether at the job or outside, completely wholly married. Yeah, they want to fuck me, but would they want to be in a relationship? No, they're not gonna fuck up that generational wealth. They're not gonna fuck that up, bro. Yeah, I'm good enough for some black dick. You know what I mean? When Tommy's not looking, right? I'm good enough for that, right? But when it comes down to respecting me, respecting my culture, respecting my people, not treating me like a nigga, treating me like a human being, no, that's not. No. You're asking for too much. But for some dick, oh, Tyrone, Terrell, Reef, oh, we all good enough for that. Same thing, same treatment I get from my own woman. If you're not a hood nigga, if you're not selling drugs, if you're not flashy as fuck, for the average black female, I'm not saying all, but the average is majority. That's why it's called average. If you're an outlier and you can look past skin color and you can look past social programming, kudos to you. You are an outlier. You are different. But for the average person walking around, they following that societal programming, which is detrimental to them. The Cardi B programming, and the Nicki Minaj programming, the pedophilia programming, the grooming programming that's out here, bro. Whether you straight, gay, bisexual, the over-sexualization programming, with the undersexed society programming. Nobody fucking no more. Everybody's all hypersexualized. We all watching porno. We all on OnlyFans, but nobody's actually having babies. Huh? There's a lot of shit that goes on right now that I'm like, as a good black man, just trying to look into society, and I just see a whole bunch of fucking crazy shit. And when you try to address it, it's like a needle in a fucking haystack, bro. So yes, I'm exhausted. And I appreciate you guys listening to my rant. And I know I probably said a lot of shit that you don't fucking agree with. And if you need me to elaborate on some shit, I'll be more than willing to. You wanna have an open debate? You wanna talk about some things? Absolutely. I've always been willing to acknowledge when I'm wrong or see different points of view. I think that's what makes me self-proclaimed good black guy or a great black man trying to be that. Because I'm willing to self-reflect. And I don't think a lot of people are willing to do that. I think that's a natural habit that I had, but it's not something that can't be learned. I think it's possible for all of us to learn how to self-reflect and apologize and become better human beings. But at the same time, you can't not express your real self. That shit is healthy. You should always be mindful of how you say things and try to say it in the best way possible as to not trigger people so they can hear your point of view. But you still got to express yourself as authentic as possible. So yes, I'm exhausted, y'all. I'm tired of the common circumstances that there are right now. And I want to end this on a positive note. I know I'm meant for much more than this life that I'm living. I know that all of us are meant for more than what we have in circumstances, probably. I know that a lot of people are unhappy with their situations. I am one of those people sometimes. I get unhappy. I'm not going to lie. I'm human. But I think what has helped me is realizing that in order for me, I have to change who I am. I have to become the best version of myself, the highest version of myself to attract a positive life and not take shortcuts. Really do the work, not just say it, not just do it for show. Really do the work. Really learn myself. Really take care of myself, whether it be working out, self grooming, whatever. Financial grooming, all of that. It's a process, and I know it's not easy. If you weren't born with a silver spoon, if you were born into a fucked up culture, fucked up household, where they taught you a lot of backwards shit, and you have to unlearn that, plus learn how to be a proper adult, plus learn how to elevate yourself to another level. I know it's not easy, because I'm actively doing that shit right now, and it's not fucking easy. The hood programming, the poisonous food, the poisonous water, the poisonous people, the poisonous mentality. But you can leach that poison away. You can change your life. And so yes, it is exhausting. But you gotta work out to build the muscle. So I say that to say this. I ain't never stopping. I ain't never quitting. I get exhausted. I get tired. But you take a rest. You catch your breath. And you keep going. I love y'all, family. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to listen to me rant and talk my shit. I know that I'm not the only person with these feelings out here. And just know that if you hear, you family. I'm not saying that just to say it. I really mean that. You family. And I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. Just know that even if you're exhausted, the world still needs you. You are here for a purpose. You are not just an object. You're not just a number. Whether you white, black, Spanish, Asian, male, female, you can change your program and you can choose what culture you want to have in your life. You can choose that. You really can. You may not have been born into the best circumstances, but you can change your life. I'll keep saying that forever. And so, yes, this is the car episode, the reef rant episode, the I'm exhausted episode. Like I said before, I love y'all like a fat kid love cake. And boy, y'all know I love cake.
Put some respect on my name. Fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Been telling these haters that I'm the greatest, man. Back when I was just homeless, I couldn't see the plan. Praying for sleep, but didn't have no pen. Broke bread with them when I had nothing. Took advantage of me cause they knew they can. Not to fall, all I wanted was friends. Guess it was all a part of God's plan. I'm cashing checks, watch me grow my I ain't got no enemies. All I got is in the peace. My music.
What is going on, family? I am Reef. I am an audio engineer with a plethora of experience in many different genres. Not just hip hop, not just R&B, not just pop, you name it. Anything in between. Afro beats, folk music, you name it. If you need your track mastered, you came to the right spot. I've done stuff for TV, radio, commercials. It doesn't matter. I can do it all. I'll master your dog. Whatever you need. You came to the right spot. If you need that bop, we on top.
I'm in his favor. I'm doing good. Moved out the hood. White people say, hey neighbor.